Okay, Seth, what did you think of Majora's Mask, Ben Drowned?
When I first saw it, I think it's kind of, to me, when I seen the mask, it actually creeped me out, and I was like, oh, it's just gonna be a goofy video. When I started getting in more, it started to freak me out.
Yeah, so you thought it was scary.
Not really scary, but it's giving me a few jump scares here and there. But once you kept going, you started to change into different characters with like a mask on or something. And then there was a part where in the beginning you were, I don't know if it was a boss, but if you played a song to make him calm down or something, apparently he just puts you on fire and he just kill you instantly.
Yeah. So, but did it look like a real game to you?
Nah.
No? You didn't think so?
No.
Okay.
What's up, folks? Fiftyeight with another episode of Is It Real? Now, you just heard independent testimony from Seth Lincoln, 13-year-old boy from Pennsylvania who loves the game and loves horror movies. He felt it was scary, but he didn't think it was real. Now, this week's episode is about Majora's Mask, Ben Drowned. Now, the story begins with a college kid, and like most college kids, he has no money. And he has an N64, because they were only about 20 bucks at GameStop a long time ago. And I'm guessing from the sound of the story, it was probably around that time, about like 8-9 years ago. GameStop was selling them for like 20 bucks. So anyway, this kid goes to a garage sale and he comes across an old man with a cluster of strange items. Like a monkey's paw, a genie bottle, a vibrator that sings, "Oh, come all ye faithful." And also comes across a blank cartridge which has the words Majora's Mask written on it in a crude black magic marker. And the kid gets it pretty cheap, only a couple bucks. And when the guy leaves, or the kid leaves, the strange cobbled old man with a cane who walks with a limp, a la Marty Friedman and Young Frankenstein, says, "Goodbye then." Later on in the story, he thinks the old man actually said "Goodbye, Ben," surmising that this Ben owned this game. Because when he gets home to play it, he sees that there's a save file which is about 3/4 full, and it has the name Ben. Now, he decides to leave it on there, and I can understand that. He even says it was out of respect, and I probably would have too. I mean, I played plenty of used Zelda games, and sometimes there'd be somebody else's name on there, whether I rented it or bought it, and I never deleted it, just out of, respect, because that is a lot of effort. I don't know if you've ever played Majora's Mask, but whew, it's a hell of a game, and that's what kind of drove me to this story. And, the game, he thinks at first it plays okay, it's glitchy, and then there's this weird stuff happening, like the NPCs. Now, he used his own name in the game, but for some reason the NPCs kept calling him Ben. And, he had a different name, but still, it was Ben. So he deletes Ben's file, because it was starting to creep him out. And then they don't call him anything, the NPCs. It's just a blank space. Like if you didn't choose a name at all, it was just a blank space. There was nothing there. And, I was watching this video and it freaked me out. And that's one of the cool things about this story, is that it's got real in-game footage. Now, I'll get to the end as to whether or not it's real. And, you see this footage and you think, oh my god, this is like an actual haunted game of Majora's Mask. There's like screaming laughter, and there's a statue of Link that looks surprisingly like Hillary Clinton that just follows Link everywhere. And as you follow the statue around, you find out what actually happened to Ben. And as you talk to characters throughout the game, it's not written in a clear language. It's almost like a gibberish. And the person that's playing comes to the conclusion through the messages he was able to figure out that he was going to die. Now, anyone who's played the game knows you got it like 3 to 4 days to get all the masks and do all that stuff. I'm not going to go through the whole game, but basically he had 3 days to complete the game, or else he would have died. And through playing the game, he finds out how this Ben kid drowned, and he finds a statue underwater, and it's a really creepy story. And there's tons of footage, and it's really cool. It kind of freaked me out. As Seth said at the beginning, he thought it was spooky, and it's really hard to scare that kid. Trust me, I've tried. Now, the story is intense and freaky, and it's definitely got an urgency to it once, you figure out that, this kid that's playing, he's next on the chopping block. But in the end, he does complete the game, and, it's a happy ending, and that's where you kind of figure out it isn't real. And here's the thing. It was a game, but it was not Majora's Mask. A game creator, if I'm using the right title as to what he does, his name is Alex Hall. He actually hacked into the game and did some things with it and just made it really, really freaky. I'm going to include the link to the original video of this game footage, because even if you're not a fan, it's really cool to watch. I mean, it's, Link bursting in the flames. I mean, you can't beat that, because everyone knows Link's the ultimate good guy. He's just a little kid, and and throughout this whole video, this guy is playing, Link just keeps like going poof, poof, up into flames. It's really intense, but it's a scary story, but unfortunately, it's just not real. The in-game footage is really, really cool. It makes you want to believe it's real, but it's not. But I think you should definitely give it a read on Creepypasta or check out the video on YouTube. I'll put all the links in the description. I want to thank Tally Timidity for suggesting this story in the comments a few weeks ago. I told you I'd get to it. And also special thanks to redramblin, DeFi Failure Group, ubtri, good luck with quitting smoking and your new vlog, and the Sonic 1685. You guys are all the best. And I want you to know my new book, The Time Rippers, is available now on Amazon.com. And I hope you like and subscribe, and happy viewing.